My name is Tony Thomas, and you're watching Hardwired Exotics on YouTube.
Craig, what you doing?
Sleeping full.
Is that what you do here?
Huh? Is that what I do here? I don't do nothing here. This is me just being a friend. You know?
We thought you were working.
No, I don't work for Hardwired Exotics.
Oh, you don't?
No.
All right. Sure.
I don't work for Hardwired Exotics.
Good job.
I'm just being a good friend. What'd you do in my snake room today, Zach?
I moved to rack,
You moved a rack.
but I don't work there.
That's right, thank you. Because friends be helping friends. Love y'all. We're gonna be ready. We're about to do stuff.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
We're doing videos.
What are we doing in video?
We're doing videos. We're here at the snake room, and Tony is not here, so we got to do this video.
Okay.
So what do you know about snakes?
Nothing. All I know is what you have told me.
And I don't know anything about snakes either. So
You don't know myself.
all right. So we don't know how to do snake videos, but we know how to do car videos. So we might as well do a video about snakes like cars.
Okay.
And it might go a little something like this. Hey, what's going on there, Facebook and YouTube and all them other channels that's watching? I'm Craig, that's Zach. You know us from all of our videos and Test Drive Tuesdays. But today we're in Tony's snake room. So,
If I was coming to buy a snake, like I was buying a car, first I want to know what your best price is, Craig.
Well,
what's your best cash price? I ain't financing.
Well, the best thing about these things is you better be paying cash, because I ain't going to give you one of my snakes until you give me the cash.
Well, how much down payment is?
How much down? Oh, down. You need to do payment plans now?
Yeah.
Oh, for me or for everybody else in general?
For
me,
whatever.
30% down, and you got 30 days to pay me. However,
What kind of interest rate you got?
if you need something like a Desert Ghost or something like that, this is my finance man, Mr. Zach, and he'll go ahead and set you up with
What kind of financing you got?
financing, high financing rates, man. That's how we do it. It's car business. That's how we do it. All joking aside.
You got a
all
dock
joking
fee? I don't want
aside.
to pay a dock fee.
We don't do all that stuff.
What about taxes?
Taxes. Yeah, we pay our taxes, just like everybody else out there. They pay their taxes too.
I need you to,
Yeah.
you know, even though I know I have to pay taxes, I want you to take enough off so I don't have to pay taxes.
You want me to take enough off my selling price so you don't have to pay taxes?
Yeah, exactly.
This is like the car business, guys. You snake people think you got it bad.
This is every day.
This is every day, all day. You think you got it bad with the memes where it's like, oh, hey, is that snake available? Hey, it sure is. And then the person goes and disappears. Try doing that 100 times a day.
Somewhere else. Just as good.
Just as good, just like it.
For $50 less. Same thing.
No, you didn't.
It's not the same?
You didn't do it. Not the same.
It's
Not
not
the same. So to a common eye, yeah. So to a common eye, you would go, oh, that's just a ball python right there.
Of course.
Yeah. But you're missing some genes in there.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you got to build the value, Craig.
I can build the value all day long. That's how we do it. So, anywho,
You gotta do
we're
a
talking
walk around
about
on
we're
the
talking about doing snakes, and we're talking about doing cars. That's kind of what we're talking about right now. So, the snake business and car business is pretty much the same thing. You have a product somebody looks for, and you got a million other people out there. What sets yours up different? Thank you for turning the fan off, sir, ma'am. All right. So, what makes yours different? So, we've talked about this before. You have different breeders that do different things.
Sure.
Different brands. They're all pretty much the same animal, but they're not.
But they're not.
But they're not. Okay? You have different, but they're not. You got different genes in different animals. So it's kind of like you got a Ford, Lincoln, Mercury. They're all the same thing, just a little different, right?
A little different.
Why are you going to pay more for a Lincoln than you will for a Ford?
Luxury.
There you go. All right?
Level of service, that kind of thing.
Things like that. So when you're dealing with a breeder, such as your Tonys, such as your other people, such as your top dogs, you know, things like that, that's the service you're getting. You're getting quality in, quality out for animals. Now, if you're dealing with somebody who you're looking on your morph market and everything, that's right, representing the morph market. Now, if you're looking at them, just throwing gang signs, baby. So do it. If you're looking at things like that, that's where you get your market. That's kind of like the KBB of the reptile world.
Okay.
That's where
That's your wholesale.
I mean, no,
Kinda.
Yeah, we're all retail. You know, around here, you don't want to go to your wholesaler. You don't want to be a wholesale person.
Is that like your people?
No, not at all. No, not at all. No.
I don't mean to offend
Yeah, do not.
but if I did,
No. That's still retail. That's still a retail
I got
market.
you. I got
So
you.
your wholesale people will be people who buy up your entire collections and sell them to pet stores.
I got you.
Things like that. That would be wholesale. You know.
All right.
So what everybody does here is retail. They're their own individual vendors. They're their own individual, suppliers of things. Now you're going to have, like I said, different animals are going to be worth different money.
Sure.
So you got your normals.
I understand that. Yeah.
You got your pastels. You got things like that. Like Bernie that I gave Luca for his birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Bernie looks exactly like his brother.
Right.
Exactly like his brother. right?
Yes.
But Bernie's like a $75 snake, and his brother's like a $375 snake. It's just the genes that are in it. You know what I mean? But to normal eye, you're not going to see that. Now I'm not good at none of this decipherings and everything. We got an expert. We got an expert that's in, and he's going to tell you about a little bit of things with that. I just wanted to be on the camera for a little while because
you're not my product specialist.
Yeah, no, I'm not your product specialist. I'm just your liaison to the product specialist.
You're a desk manager.
I'm gonna hand it over to someone who's a little bit more knowledgeable.
Oh look!
Look who it is!
It's Tony. It's Tony.
So we just wanted to ramble a little bit about that, but yeah, we Zach and I were talking about that on the way up here, Tony.
Yep.
We're talking about how we come up with prices for things, how this snake looks like that snake, what's the difference and stuff like that. So we just want to get a little bit of input on that.
Sure. So basically, just like y'all were just discussing, depending on who you're buying from, that's more than just selling an animal. And there's a whole atmosphere, or whatever you want to call it. When you buy something from somebody who's built a good business, who's got a good reputation, and I'm not just saying me, just people in general, because there's a lot of good people out there that are breeding and selling animals. That should come with a backup for, okay, well, I have this animal that I got from you, and the poop looks a little funny. All right, well, I'd rather you tell me that and let's take a look at it, even though it's probably nothing. You've at least told me that, okay, well, we know that there could be something wrong, so let's keep an eye on it, see what happens. Or, I got this animal from you and, hadn't ate. All right, then I can start giving you some steps
and things like that.
Things like that,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Versus, I don't like it anymore. That's kind of your fault.
Oh, we get that, Tony. We get that all the time. I don't like this no more. I don't want it. I'm just not going to pay for it no more.
I want my money back.
Yeah, that's what we get.
I don't know if you can get
now,
money back.
Now, people, if you do that with an animal, you don't need to be owning an animal.
Right. As a buyer, you have to understand that things can go wrong.
Absolutely.
And it might not necessarily be the breeder's fault. An animal can stress during shipping, or I sold an animal, I guess 2 or 3 months ago, and it was pounding food here, and they get it at 800 gram female, and then it just shuts down, doesn't eat.
Oh wow!
And then they're mad about it. What am I supposed to do about it? I mean, it was doing fine here, but it's close to that what they call a 1,000 gram wall, which you probably don't know about. But if you're watching this, you probably do. I mean, it's probably just hit that wall early, and it's going to go off food for.
We have a term. It's not the Indian, it's the bow.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not the bow, it's the Indian.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
true.
It's something to do with your husbandry that it could be doing it.
Go back to what you're saying. So at 1,000 grams, they will not eat as much. Is that a possibility?
Females tend to anywhere between 800 to 1,300 grams. They'll eat really good up until the point, and then they'll just hit a spot where they just quit eating. And it's very notorious in the female ball pythons.
Does it last a certain time frame, or they just I don't feel like eating for a month and a half, and then I'm sitting
or 6 months.
Or oh wow, okay, I didn't know it'd be that long.
9 months.
You haven't had that happen with Bernie yet.
No, every time we feed him,
the males usually aren't quite as bad about it, but the females are notorious for it.
I've got a about 5 or 6 in my rack that have just shut down.
Yep.
They'll be right at, like he's talking about. Oh yeah, we're gonna get right there, right. I'm full, and then
and you're at the buffet.
I mean, you gotta figure out interesting ways to do something. You gotta take them for a car ride. I've taken them to work with me before and let them sit in my desk drawer.
Sit in the locker.
I mean,
ship them to your buddy, ship them back. Let your buddy down the street take it home for a couple of weeks.
Something different.
I got one.
Environment.
I got one over here. I got one over here right now. Yep. Yeah, just a different. Just put them in a different environment.
Yep. Craig brought me one last week. Couldn't get it to eat, and it ate right up here.
He brought me a girl one year. She didn't want to breed.
I don't remember.
It was like a big albino girl. Yeah, she didn't want to stick to nothing or something like that, and then she liked it at my house. It's like you never know.
Bred and laid eggs at Craig's house.
That's why it's always good to have a friend.
Nice.
Always have a friend. That
Very
means
nice.
be nice to you, snake people. Snake people be nice to each other.
But anyway, that's kind of random.
Yeah.
But back to what we were talking about.
Thanks for watching Hardwired Exotics, and make sure you subscribe. Bye!